Welcome back to our channel, Red Heart. Today's story follows the beautiful journey of Thomat and Hana as they become first-time parents and experience the true meaning of family and love. From nervous moments bathing their newborn baby, changing diapers, and staying awake through sleepless nights, to the heartwarming happiness of watching their little child grow stronger every single day, every moment brings them closer together as a family. Through laughter, exhaustion, and countless unforgettable memories, Thomat and Hana discover that real happiness is not found in wealth or luxury, but in the simple moments shared with the people they love most. Watching their baby smile, crawl, and take the very first steps fills their hearts with endless joy and reminds them how precious family truly is. If you enjoy emotional family stories, touching love stories, and heartwarming daily life moments, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel and join us for more beautiful stories ahead. When the long-awaited day finally arrived, Thomat and Hana could hardly believe that they were now holding their newborn baby in their arms. The small hospital room was filled with soft morning light, gentle silence, and tears of happiness that neither of them could hold back. Hana lay quietly on the bed, exhausted but smiling warmly as she watched Thomat carefully carry their baby for the very first time. His hands trembled slightly because he was afraid of making even the smallest mistake. Yet the moment the tiny baby wrapped a little hand around his finger, Thomat felt something inside his heart change completely. At that moment, he understood what it truly meant to become a father. A few days later, the couple finally brought their baby home. Their once peaceful house was now filled with new sounds, soft crying during the night, tiny yawns, and sweet little noises that made the home feel more alive than ever before. Even though both Thomat and Hana were inexperienced as first-time parents, they were determined to learn everything together. Every task, no matter how small, became a meaningful moment for them. Each morning, Hana would gently carry the baby near the window so their child could feel the warmth of the sunlight. Meanwhile, Thomat carefully prepared warm water for the baby's bath. He spent nearly 10 minutes checking the water temperature because he worried it might be too hot or too cold. Hana could not help laughing softly as she watched him panic over every little detail. "You're more nervous than the baby," she teased gently. Thomat smiled awkwardly but continued focusing seriously on his task. Bath time quickly became one of the most special moments of their day. Thomat carefully supported the baby's tiny head while Hana softly washed the baby's hands and feet with a warm towel. Sometimes the baby would suddenly cry loudly, causing both parents to panic and look at each other helplessly. Other times, the baby would calm down immediately and stare quietly at them with innocent eyes, making the couple burst into relieved laughter. Even though they were tired, these little moments filled their hearts with warmth and joy. Changing diapers was another adventure for the young parents. Thomat often struggled to put the diaper on correctly, while Hana patiently guided him step by step. Once, he accidentally put the diaper on backward, making Hana laugh so hard that tears formed in her eyes. Instead of feeling embarrassed, Thomat laughed too, realizing that parenthood was not about being perfect. It was about learning, making mistakes, and loving their child with all their hearts. Late at night, when the world outside became quiet, Hana would sit beside the bed feeding the baby warm milk while Thomat sat next to her, watching both mother and child with gentle eyes. Sometimes he would quietly cover Hana with a blanket or softly stroke the baby's tiny hair while whispering loving words. In those peaceful moments, neither of them cared about sleepless nights or exhaustion anymore. They only felt grateful for the little life that had brought so much love into their world. For Thomat and Hana, their home no longer felt ordinary. It had become a place filled with laughter, warmth, and unconditional love. Although the journey of raising a child had only just begun, both of them already knew that these beautiful, imperfect moments would become the most precious memories of their lives. The first few weeks of caring for their newborn quickly changed Thomat and Hana's daily lives completely. Their nights were no longer filled with deep sleep and quiet rest. Instead, the small house echoed with soft cries in the middle of the night, hurried footsteps across the bedroom floor, and the gentle voices of two exhausted parents trying their best to comfort their baby. Although the sleepless nights left dark circles under their eyes, neither Thomat nor Hana ever complained. Deep inside, they both knew these difficult moments were also some of the most beautiful chapters of their lives. Every night seemed to follow the same unpredictable rhythm. Just when Thomat and Hana finally closed their eyes to rest, the baby would begin crying again. Hana would immediately wake up and carefully lift the baby into her arms while Thomat rushed to warm a bottle of milk or prepare clean towels and fresh diapers. Sometimes the baby cried for several minutes without stopping, and both of them would panic, wondering if something was wrong. Thomat often walked slowly around the room with the baby resting against his shoulder, gently patting the tiny back while whispering comforting words. Meanwhile, Hana sat nearby, watching quietly with tired but loving eyes. One rainy night became a memory they would never forget. The baby had been crying for almost an hour, and nothing seemed to help. Hana looked exhausted as she sat on the edge of the bed holding the baby close to her chest. Thomat knelt beside them, trying to make funny faces and soft sounds to calm the little one down. Suddenly, after all the tears and fussing, the baby slowly opened wide eyes and gave them the tiniest smile. It lasted only a few seconds, but it was enough to make both parents freeze in surprise before laughing together in relief. In that moment, all the stress, exhaustion, and worry disappeared completely. That one innocent smile felt more valuable than anything else in the world. As the days passed, Thomat became more confident in caring for the baby. He learned how to change diapers quickly, how to gently rock the baby to sleep, and even how to recognize different cries. Hana often smiled proudly as she watched him carefully carry the baby around the house like the most precious treasure on earth. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, she would quietly wake up and see Thomat asleep in the chair beside the crib, one hand still resting protectively near their child. Those small moments made Hana fall even more deeply in love with him. Despite the exhaustion, the couple slowly discovered a new kind of happiness hidden inside their struggles. Late at night, while feeding the baby under the soft yellow light of the bedroom lamp, Hana often felt a peaceful warmth in her heart. Thomat would sit beside her with sleepy eyes, occasionally brushing her hair away from her face or covering her shoulders with a blanket. They no longer needed grand vacations or luxurious dinners to feel happy. Simply sitting together beside their child was enough to make their hearts full. There were also many funny moments during those sleepless nights. One evening, Thomat accidentally wore the baby's tiny bib around his own neck while trying to calm a crying child, making Hana laugh so hard that tears rolled down her cheeks. Another time, both parents were so tired that they spent several minutes searching for the baby's bottle, only to realize Thomat had been holding it in his hand the entire time. Their exhaustion often turned into laughter, and those imperfect moments made their relationship even stronger. Little by little, Thomat and Hana realized that parenthood was not about having everything under control. It was about supporting each other through chaos, learning together, and finding joy in the smallest moments. Every sleepless night, every quiet cuddle, and every tiny smile from their baby reminded them that love could grow stronger even during the hardest times. And as they watched their child sleeping peacefully between them at the end of each long night, both of them understood that this was the life they had always dreamed of. As the months slowly passed, Thomat and Hana began noticing small changes in their baby every single day. The tiny newborn who once slept quietly in their arms was now becoming more curious about the world. Each new movement, each little sound, and every innocent smile felt like a priceless gift to the young couple. Their home, once peaceful and quiet, was now filled with laughter, playful noises, and moments of pure happiness that neither of them ever wanted to forget. One sunny morning, Hana placed the baby gently on a soft blanket in the living room while Thomat sat nearby holding his phone, ready to capture every precious moment. Suddenly, their baby rolled over for the very first time. Hana gasped in surprise while Thomat nearly dropped his phone in excitement. Both of them burst into cheers as if their child had just accomplished something extraordinary. Thomat quickly hugged Hana tightly, laughing like a child himself. "Did you see that? Our baby is growing so fast," he said with shining eyes. Hana nodded emotionally, unable to stop smiling as tears of happiness slowly formed in her eyes. From that day on, every milestone became a special celebration inside their little family. When the baby learned to crawl, Thomat spent hours crawling across the floor too, pretending to race with the little one while Hana laughed endlessly from the couch. Their once tidy living room slowly became filled with toys, soft blankets, milk bottles, and scattered baby clothes, but neither of them minded. To Thomat and Hana, the mess only made the house feel warmer and more alive. One evening after work, Thomat returned home exhausted from a long day. Before he could even sit down, the baby crawled excitedly toward him across the floor. The moment their child reached out tiny hands toward him, all of Thomat's stress disappeared instantly. He lifted the baby high into the air while laughter filled the room. Hana stood quietly nearby, watching the beautiful scene unfold before her. In that moment, she realized that true happiness did not come from wealth or success. It came from these simple, ordinary moments shared with the people they loved most. As time continued passing, the baby eventually began trying to stand and take small steps. Thomat and Hana stayed close every second, afraid their little one might fall. One afternoon, while both parents sat on the floor encouraging their child, the baby suddenly took two tiny, shaky steps forward before falling gently into Thomat's arms. The room immediately exploded with excitement and laughter. Hana clapped her hands proudly while Thomat hugged the baby tightly, his heart overflowing with emotion. He never imagined that watching two tiny steps could make him feel so incredibly happy. At night, after putting the baby to sleep, Thomat and Hana often sat together looking through photos and videos they had taken over the past months. They laughed at old clips of themselves struggling to change diapers or panicking over every little cry. Sometimes Hana leaned softly against Thomat's shoulder while they watched their child sleeping peacefully through the baby monitor. In those quiet moments, they both understood how much parenthood had changed them. The journey of raising a child was not always easy. There were difficult days filled with exhaustion, worry, and sleepless nights. But every challenge only brought them closer together. Thomat became more gentle and patient, while Hana discovered a strength inside herself she had never known before. Together, they learned that love was not only about romance or beautiful words. Sometimes, love was found in midnight feedings, messy kitchens, tired smiles, and tiny hands reaching for them with complete trust. As they watched their child continue growing day by day, Thomat and Hana realized they were also growing alongside their baby, becoming stronger, wiser, and more deeply connected as a family. And no matter how much time passed, they knew the happiest part of their lives would always be these simple moments spent together under one roof, surrounded by love.